Okay, this may sound silly, but we're gonna have to drive down here to get diesel.
Why?
Because this is the cleanest diesel pump I think I've ever used. The handle is clean, and the price is pretty good. Of course,
It might be a long drive to Texas City.
yeah, I guess that's true.
From Kansas City.
We're gonna need a bigger tank.
Yeah, we're gonna need a bigger truck.
Yeah, we're gonna need.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Hi guys, it's Dan and Becky from
Bugs on the windshield.
And today we're going to take you along with us on a trip we took back in April 2021. We had a cruise planned out of Galveston, Texas on the Carnival Dream, and like a lot of people, our cruise was canceled. So we decided to make the best of it, and what do we do?
We got a house on the beach in Galveston with our friends that were going with us on the cruise, and we spent the week down there in Galveston just exploring and trying to find fun things to do.
And we did, which involved actually a drive from Kansas City area down to Galveston, which was very exciting in and of itself. We stopped along the way at several places. Where did we stop most places?
Well, we stopped at Buc-ees.
Oh, we stopped at every Buc-ees we saw.
Yeah. We liked the Buc-ees. That was fun. That was part of the trip, so we just enjoyed doing that.
We love Buc-ees. We had sandwiches. We had key lime pies.
Got my key lime pie.
How's your key lime pie?
It's good.
All good?
It's all good.
How's it taste?
Tastes pretty good.
Lime's kind of limey?
It's kind of limey.
Kind of limey? What happened to it?
Nothing.
What happened to it?
It's fine. It's all good. Nothing happened. It might have made contact with the ground. But
you might have dropped it.
Might have dropped it. But the lid didn't break, and it was in a container.
No gravel in there?
No gravel in there.
You ate it anyway?
And I ate it anyway.
Okay.
I'm not gonna waste my $3.99.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to waste that.
It's all good.
It's all good.
It was
really good.
It was the fact that it did land on the container and it didn't break.
It didn't break open.
It didn't spill open.
And we made it out to the beach. We got there, and your sister was already there, and she had her chair set up on the beach. Our friends were there. The condo was nice, and in the morning we went out for a little walk. We walked up and down the beach for a little bit, and it was really beautiful.
Yeah.
It was a really pretty place to be, and I think here in a second I'm going to show you the house we stayed in. I don't know with my
the house is right about here.
Yeah.
The house is right about...
I must be finger shy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. That was it. So it was perfect. Look how close we were to the water. It was a really beautiful place to stay.
Yeah, this was definitely the first time that I'd ever been on the beach or been that close to the beach. We've been down to Galveston before, but never stayed on the beach.
Yeah.
Since my sister was only going to be there for a few days, we had to go down and get some seafood. We're here at Katie's Seafood House. That would be Katie's Seafood House.
Yep.
Then we thought we'd hit a few little breweries around, and one of them was Devil in the Deep.
That was a good one, I thought. That was my favorite.
Yeah, it was really a neat little place. Real friendly, and we were able to try a few. They had a few on the clipboards here with the names of what they had.
Actually, I was the designated driver that day, I think, so I had a Diet Coke.
Yep, you like your Diet Coke.
Yeah. Somebody's got to do it. I remember having a snowstorm at home the week before we left, so it was really, really nice to be down at the beach this week.
Yeah, it was nice to get our summer clothes out and actually wear shorts and enjoy the sun.
I agree, that was a lot of fun. It was really nice.
Are you recording us
I
now?
wasn't. I am now.
Are you
Oh,
recording?
there went a bird. Let's see if I can catch him. No. There's some more.
What are we doing today?
Today,
Yep.
we're taking a 3-hour tour
3-hour tour.
for 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Look at all the birds around you, man. I'm scared of them. They're like right on you. There's one right on that thing. Just kidding.
He's a very mutual.
One of the fun things we did while we were down in Galveston was a dolphin tour.
That was a lot of fun. It made it even more intimate because it just besides our group, I think one other couple was on the tour.
Yeah, it wasn't very busy.
It wasn't very busy.
I don't know if it was just the timing because we did have a fairly early tour, but yeah, there was a lot of dolphins to see.
Yeah, we saw lots of dolphin. There were some babies, and everywhere we looked, you could see the dolphins. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the captain kind of knew where to go to see all the dolphins, and then he also took us through the ports there and on a little excursion through the haunted area.
Oh yeah, we had a little ghost tour also, which we'll play in just a minute. But we also went and saw, where the cruise ships leave and things like that. So that was kind of cool. I thought.
Yeah, got to see where the working port was, where they had a lot of material coming in and out. So he took us around. It was a nice little trip. It seemed to go pretty fast.
Right there, look. Oh my goodness. Like all 4 of them. She's okay. Yeah.
Not sure if y'all saw that car carrier several years ago that actually fell over the channel.
Oh wow.
Up in somewhere east coast somewhere. Actually, might have been in Florida. A car carrier like this that fell over. Very similar in size to the one that happened.
Wow.
What they did was they loaded the 4th floor too high. They changed the center of gravity whenever they were leaving the dock, and they went to take a hard turn, rolled right over. So right around the turn of the century, there was a group of developers that came to the island that wanted to build this hospital. They surveyed the entire island. Of course, it wasn't near as populated as it is now, but there was a few houses. They determined that this spot right here was the best spot for the hospital. Well, in doing so, they also determined there were several homes that were in the way of putting the hospital that they dreamed of. So they went out, they put a value on all these homes, and they went out to each of the homeowners. They offered them a check to buy out their home. Well, the offers came in about twice what the actual house was for. Now let me ask y'all a question. Somebody showed up at your front door, had a check for twice the value of your home. What would you do?
Sell it. Sold.
Oh, see ya. Well, everyone did that except for one person. His name was Mr. William Wallace. He says, no, I've lived here my whole life. I love my view of the harbor. That's all there is to it. The developer said, well, unfortunately, sir, we're going to see you in court. And they did. They took Mr. Wallace to court. It was a very lengthy and very stressful court battle. And unfortunately, Mr. Wallace passed away from the whole ordeal. So the developers came back and the children and the rest of the family and gave them the same offer plus a little condolence money. And they took that offer. The house was immediately torn down, and a new hospital building was put in its place. Upon completion of that hospital building, the very first day everyone showed up to work, there was an image that appeared on the very top floor of the building. They called the contractor and said, man, I don't know what this is, but you got to get it off. It kind of creeps people out. They come out and they tried everything. They sandblasted, they pressure washed, they did this, they did that. Finally, the only thing that would take it off was acid wash, like you clean the bricks after you brick a house. That was the only thing that would get it off the wall. So the second day they came back, and the space had moved. This time it was on the third floor of the building. They said, all right, we know how to handle this. They went out and handled their business and went home for the day. Third day they came back again, and the space had moved again. Now it's on the second floor of the building. Now everybody's a little bit concerned, a little bit aggravated. They said, you know, this thing has moved twice, and below it now is a door. What happens if we move this thing again and it goes inside the building and haunts the building? We don't want that. Nobody wants to work in a haunted building. They decided to leave it there. So I guess you could call that Mr. Wallace's last word. If you look on the wall right here, above this brown door to the left of the windows, you can see the face of Mr. William Wallace still enjoying his view of the harbor.
Wow.
Everybody see it?
Yep.
Now if you notice, the two tiles above it are a different texture than the rest of the building.
I thought that was a pretty cool ghost story for our tour.
Yeah, if you really look closely, you can't see where there's an image.
It looks like a face. I don't know. Kind of scary. Actually, one thing we really like to do is see the sunrise in the morning or see the sunset at night. And we were in a perfect position to see the sunrise on the beach. And my sister-in-law was there for a couple of days, and we went out with her and watched the sunrise. And then one morning we got up and set the camera up and did a time lapse, which I thought I would be disappointed in because
It wasn't as pretty as
it wasn't as pretty as the first few days. It was kind of overcast and everything, but I love the way this turned out. The difference in the clouds going by, it was just gorgeous. And I'm so glad we have it now.
I'm glad that we actually got up in the morning to get some of these sunrise pictures.
Right, that's one of the only reasons why we'll ever get up early.
Yeah, we don't like getting up too early on vacation. But it was really pretty to see the sunrise, and the way it hits that water was just beautiful.
Yeah, I agree.